Alrighty, welcome everybody to the May 6th Ortelius Outreach meeting. I don't really have anything other than I was able to help out and do the panel recording for SecureChainCon. So the recording's been done. We still have to do some editing on it and get those pieces in place. I know that last time we talked there was Tracy, do you remember, or if anybody remembers, if somebody was going to go do the short intro 10-second things for the videos?
I was supposed to do that before I got
Okay,
hurt. That was on my list to do, and I did not get a chance to do that.
there's no hurry. We got some time.
A little bit of time. I don't know if I'll get to it. Some things just get pushed back that I can't get to, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But I did get in our last our secure chain meeting, it was pointed out that I did the events page was not done. So let me share my screen and let everybody know where we're at with that stuff. Okay. We have 26 registrants so far for SecureChainCon. Here's today's meeting minutes. Let me get those going. May 6th. Who is here so far? Hey, Elizabeth. Jean is here. And Arvin is here. Is that how you spell your name, Arvin?
Yeah.
Okay. I was getting pretty good at it. Okay, all right. Okay, follow up. Oops, let me change that. Let me discriminate everybody. Follow up from last week's secure chain on meeting. One, update the events page completed. If you go to the Ortelius website, oops. I think I had too much coffee today. Go to events, that page is done, hooray, that's all updated. And I just want to point out too, that there is now a way to get all of the CDF, CDCon presentations on demand. And so if you want to look at the presentations that Steve and I did around Ortelius and what we're calling the Hero Project, what we're trying to initiate through the CDF, you can see those, and there's some really good ones. There were some pretty good presentations.
The guy from Comcast that we watched was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what his name was. But if you watch one and you're interested, and it was, oh, there it is, bringing. Yeah, I don't know if this was within, I don't know if this was it. But anyway.
That wasn't it. That was something else.
It's out there. I posted it on the site, so it just is. There's a little on-demand button right over here. I probably should have made it more obvious. Maybe I'll update that. But go ahead and if you see something that's interesting, be sure and social network it out for the for CDF. And CDF is they have this page. They have our main page. They have this page and they're starting to do stuff with it. So maybe we'll get some more, registrations. I did get this recording completed. I have to update it. Sasha wasn't able to attend. He was having some issues. So Steve pointed out he went ahead and asked the questions. So that is done. I just have to get it cleaned up and published. I have a meeting with Carolyn Wong this week to get hers done. So those two big ones will be done. And then I just have to follow up with these three individuals to make sure that they get their presentations done. What else needs to get finished? That's about it. Steve still hasn't scheduled a time for doing testing on the platform, and I need to update the Twitch image out there, so it's got the CDCon brand, the SecureChainCon branding. Record panel, and that's completed. Record Carolyn, scheduled for this week.
And waiting on the 3 other recordings.
Testing of site and 3 final recordings. And then, of course, do we have to still calculate badges? And I have to put together the opening PowerPoint. So that's where we're at. We're getting close, but I think we're doing pretty well. I'm not too terribly concerned about anything. On another note, Siddharth did they did a kind of an internal NatWest open source conference. Steve was invited to speak to it. There was they had several on Zoom, but they had about a dozen people in the room. They all got Ortelius t-shirts. They were pretty those nylon jackets, and they were pretty interested in what Steve was talking about in terms of building a framework with CD events so that you don't have to update the every single workflow to generate an SBOM or do a repo security check. So in terms of our next task after we get done with SecureChainCon, this group really needs to focus on adoption, how we can get better adoption. Yeah, I would call it DevRel and adoption of the platform. So I feel like we should begin thinking about how we can do a better job of DevRel. Now, on that note, SecureChainCon is purely a DevRel activity, right? It's not marketing, it's purely DevRel, and everybody likes to do that kind of work. So I feel like we should continue to focus on how we can do better DevRel activities. Maybe we need to get a calendar set up for blog submissions, and we do a calendar for the next 6 months and say these are the topics we're looking for if you'd like to write a blog on that topic. So if anybody's interested in coming up with a calendar, like a DevRel calendar for blog submissions, just go ahead and create a shared doc in Google and then share it to the Ortelius dev community, and we can start having that conversation, because I believe that that's where we need to kind of pivot, is to make sure we're doing as much DevRel activity as we can. And I think that blogs are, we get people interested in submitting blogs if we push it hard enough, but I think doing a calendar might be useful.
Yeah, so there's if you're looking to send out like a link to a shared doc or to communicate with people via email, everybody should have access to post to the Google groups. So if you look at under Google groups, it's like Ortelius Open Source, I believe is a Google group name. Just let me know if you can't find it. But that's the easiest email to use, because not a lot of folks are on Discord all the time. People jump in and out of the Discord servers, so to reach a wider audience, use the email.
Does anybody want to take on updating the Twitch page? If you do, I can give you access. I'll give you admin access to it. Right now, the Twitch page has the beaming logo on it, but we should update it to put the SecureChainCon logo on. And there's a way to schedule events in here. So if anybody wants to learn Twitch, this is a good way to do it. Like, I don't think SecureChainCon's been scheduled out here.
Okay, give a go. If you, yeah, just give me the stuff. I can go
I
on
will
to
do
learn.
that. As you have my email, right, Jean?
Yeah.
Send me the email that you want to use for the Twitch, and then I'll get you set up as an admin.
Okay.
I'll put you on that. It just needs, you'll see when you get there. Just do the branding, you know.
Okay. Currently, I have no idea because I never used it
That's
before.
okay. And I'll
Yeah.
send you, when you send me the email, I'll also send you some images that may work for you to put out there.
Okay, sounds good.
And then you just need to put, do the branding and add it to add to the schedule.
Yeah.
And
We have to
who,
do,
I know, Arvin, I know you've been wanting to help test with the testing of the site, right?
yes, and we have to do the trace testing also.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Elizabeth, you want to, whoops, you want to do any of that on the testing?
If we could do Wednesday at this time, so in 2 days, we can do the
We just need you to
broadcast
just,
testing.
Elizabeth, would just need you to be a person who logs into Twitch and listens and tells us if everything sounds right and is looking right.
Sure, no problem. Love to help.
Great.
Also, I'll be taking a look at the calendar for the blogging.
Okay, awesome. All right, I'm going to put you down here. You're going to take a first pass at it. And I think that on that, we should have, think about it, you know, we could just put a month of AI, but I think we have to dive down into more specific, like machine learning and DevOps workflows. So, you know, more, make it as tight as possible. Okay, so I'll work on the 3 final recordings, and I'm going to do the badges. And I'll do the opening PowerPoint.
Yeah, I have to do my side for calculating the badges from the GitHub side.
And Steve has to work on his, Steve's open SSF workshop.
Yeah, I already have what I want to do on that. That one we're doing live, right? We're not going to record it.
I
So
believe that is correct. Yeah, it is live.
Yeah, that's what
so people can
that's
ask
what I thought.
questions. Yeah,
So people could ask questions.
okay. Oops.
And for the adoption, we have to catch up with the Fidelity folks. We did that last year. Maybe we have to do this again. We haven't talked with them from a long time.
Do what, Arvin?
Talk with the Fidelity guys.
Yes, we should. That will be, I'm going to put this on here. Bring the Fidelity GER and the Fidelity team back into a conversation. And then we're going to pursue, yes. Because what we're really needing is we're going to need an adopter who will help us work on building out that listener. And Fidelity would be great, but I'm not sure if they're willing to give us, they have a listener already that they built, and I'm not sure if they're willing to do that. And we probably should, on this topic too, we might want to have team should join CD events working group. So we may want to have some of us get involved in the CD events working group on that topic.
Oh, speaking of that, my Elizabeth, we're Tracy and I are going to stop doing the metrics and metadata working group. Just not feeling there's a lot of benefit to that working group, you know, on Tuesdays. So instead, we're going to take that hour time slot and, you know, do more work on really working out what we have for the metrics and metadata that Ortelius knows about.
Right, but in terms of working groups for the Open SSF, which we should still be involved in, if you want to join me over on, I'm going to do this one, AI ML Security Working Group. Where is it? These things come up so. Here it is, right here. So I'm gonna join that. I'm gonna put myself on that group. and start going to those meetings instead. So that may be a better place for us. I just don't think that that metrics and metadata working group is going to get their head into doing what we really need to do. So I would subscribe over there. I don't see what time their meetings are.
You have to get into their past meeting notes to figure it out. That's part of the problem with some of this stuff is you're just in the
I know I subscribe, so I should get invites. Right?
They may not do it that way. They may go through the whole Linux Foundation platform for Zoom, which just gets weird.
Yeah. But anyways, that's where I think that I'll try to find out what my goal is to get back into that group and let you guys know if this looks like a group that we should be involved in. Join this group, and it doesn't do anything.
It could be sending you a bunch of emails about
Okay.
subscribing.
All right, we'll see if it did.
So
But
a
that's
lot
what
of that, and I don't know what that group is being run by, if it's being run by Google Groups or that group
It's going to be run the same
group.io
way as
or whatever.
it's exactly the same as every other working group. Exactly the same. Yeah, they're all being done by the OpenSSF. They're all going to be run exactly the same.
Yeah.
And here it is right here. And I don't see when their meetings are. But anyway, that's what I'm going to look into for us.
Okay, so I just joined the Slack channel and they have a Google Doc with the meetings for this year.
They do?
It's meetings.
Okay.
What
Join
day are they
channel.
on? Let's see. They're the 29th, so that was just last week.
Somebody asked that on the 4th. Interesting. There's Google's discussion on securing the software supply chain.
Well,
So there's some stuff that they're doing that I think we should get involved in anyway.
yeah, we'll have to scope it out and see what they're up to.
Yep. Yep, exactly. I think that's all I got for today. We got some work to do the next 2 weeks to get everything, the last things pulled together. I have to follow up with Simon to see he's done his on the intro for presentations. I'll send an email to him and see if he got it done. Otherwise, I could probably pull it together pretty quick.
Steve, how much work we needed for the new front end? Because if we can do that, we can give a demo in the SecureChainCon, beer and donuts.
Right now, we don't have anything demoable. We're not able to do a demo yet. We'll have to see where we're at. And right now, we did not put in a time slot for doing a demo. So I think for now, we should just focus on the agenda that we have. And then we can do a recording once we have a demo that's good to push around. Because that'll be a good way to social network the demo. You know, we'll record it, put it up on YouTube. That would be my preference.
Well, it would be great if the architecture team could get a date for that so we could get it done and start talking about it.
Yep.
And we need to get it off our plate.
I think we have to do more session on the architecture side in which we can do live coding.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of work to do in that area, so I'm hoping that we can get it out. I thought we were gonna get it out by March, and here it is May, and we're still struggling with it. So I don't know what we have to do to get that done, but it would be great to get it done. We need it really bad.
Yeah, I've been focusing on the scorecard stuff. So integrating scorecard is going out. So that kind of got pushed in the middle of everything. So,
Okay,
so my keyboard, my keyboard stopped working. I can't create the invite, but I'm going to create an invite, and I'll post it on Discord for us doing a test run of all the audio and video on Wednesday, the same time as this meeting. So in 2 days, we'll just do a quick test run of the platform, and I'll just post that out there on Discord once my keyboard gets working again. It'll just be a short thing there just to make sure. We'll just need a couple people on the being able to watch to make sure that the audio is coming through and like transitions and stuff that are looking good when we go from like one video to the next video and jump between that and Zoom. So that way we can get that off the list this week.
yep. So
It
make
should
sure you,
15 minutes, half hour at the most.
okay, just make sure you invite Elizabeth and Arvin.
Yep. Yep.
And you can invite me too. I can be another person.
Yep.
Or anybody who wants to, but.
Yeah, I will probably
I need a
invite you
handful.
so you can
Yeah,
run. You can log in as like the Zoom person, so we can do, because we'll have part of the Zoom part
Right. Okay,
going, and at the same time we'll use your machine for Zoom, and
So then I will schedule the meeting so it's exactly like it's going to be.
okay,
What time do you think you want to do it?
9:30 on Wednesday.
Wednesday the 8th. Okay. 9:30. Which?
Testing.
Zoom. Testing. I better not share this so nobody sees everybody's email as I type them in. Make it a Zoom meeting.
just make a public invite. If we got more audience, that will be better.
Yeah, it's mostly the audio and the transitions that we were running into last time, and controlling the YouTube was a little weird because we were going through like a web browser, and there's a different plugin, not necessarily plugin, different program that allow you to run YouTube without having to be in a YouTube site. Somehow it streams the video without having to download it, so it's a little more control on it. I gotta look all that up.
Okay, I remember Raj saying that he was interested in helping, so I went ahead and invited him, and I have notified Simon.
Yep, it's literally just the easy technical stuff.
Yep. All right, anything else?
Nope, that looks good. All right, cool.
All right, thanks all.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you.
Yes,
Okay,
bye.
bye.